Hey folks, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more Rebel Inc. Escalation Custom Scenarios. Today I found a scenario that is going to be based off of the Fallout universe. It is called Operation Glowing South, which apparently is going to be based at least partly off of some of the events from, I think it's Fallout 4. Following the Institute and Brotherhood's defeat, the Minutemen strengthen their hold on the Commonwealth, yet remnants of the cunning and resilient Gunners escape south beyond the treacherous Glower Sea. As the player embark on a high-stakes mission to eliminate the last traces of Gunner influence, navigate the irradiated wilderness, reach the final Gunner stronghold, and confront the elusive warlords leading the southern exodus. It's time to deliver the decisive blow and bring true peace to the Commonwealth. The fate of the wasteland is in your hands. So there's a lot to read here, and it looks like this actually does end up being a pretty involved scenario. I've got some very high hopes for it, so let's go ahead and give it a go. Looks like we'll be playing with a civil servant. I'll keep the doctor, tribal elder, celebrity, local politician, chef, and logistics expert. Don't really see any problem with that, and let's just play on brutal difficulty. No idea if it's a mega brutal balanced, but most things are at least brutal balanced. Most. Not always. We'll find out. After weeks of searching for fleeing Gunner units around the glowing sea, Minutemen scouts report a region lacking basic needs and stability where the Gunners could have gone to. Your mission, stabilize the area and end the Gunners' rule over the Commonwealth. You know, the funny thing is, I feel like you could do a lot of Fallout-based scenarios in this, and depending on how you run it, it could work. A lot of the pre-built maps are not half bad, right? Things like the Azure Dam and some of the other desert-based maps could be, you know, let's say down in the desert area around the Kaisar and stuff. And then you got, of course, you know, the Saffron Fields, which, yeah, all right, it's the Saffron Fields. We'll give it a go. What is this? We found a training complex already. Oh, good. There's also going to be a free garrison and a blockade. Maybe I should have set up over here, but I did not. So, okay, hello. All right, yeah, a little Minuteman over there. Love it. So, for our civilian stuff, we have settlement discussions, development infrastructure that is normal, though obviously with special icons. District representatives, strategic communication, anti-corruption, establish a police force, and scavenge units. Establish a local Minutemen scavenge unit. I don't know what this does, and I want to find out. Let's pick it up. Then we can go for scavenging the cave areas. This allows Minutemen soldiers to venture deep into caves, earning them cave combat experience. All right, so that's just normal cave combat strength, but I'm still curious what the scavenging is going to end up being. And then our military, we have request equipment from Boston at Fort Independence. And then deploy the expeditionary forces. So yeah, we're sending a bunch of Bostonian forces over to wherever this is. I actually don't remember for sure off the top of my head, but there you go. Let's go ahead and pick up the settlement discussions. This actually is different. All right, so we've got school restorations, which of course is going to do the things you would expect it to. Medical supplies, settlement patrols, protect settlements from smaller raiders and wildlife attacks. But that's not the police, I'm guessing. Okay. And then, of course, water pumps. Always need to have water. Very importante. Let's go for the district representatives. We could go for the effective procurement and the regional census. All of that's going to be fine. Speed things along a little bit, and let's just sort of see what's going to happen. So, yeah, we're starting with a pretty good amount of regional stability, but this area is going to fall very rapidly. If we can get a good foothold in this area, that's not bad, and I'm not far away from the cities. Maybe I'll be able to take care of some of them. Democracy is non-negotiable. I don't care if you democratically reject democracy, you will accept democracy. It's gonna happen. All right, so this is your strategic communications. That's a normal PR office. Let's go for the school support. Looks like people do want education, so that makes sense. Let's go for some medical supplies as well. I just want to get some of that early support up and a-running. Generally speaking, the Saffron Fields is not that difficult to deal with, so I'm not expecting a lot here. There's a blockade in the city. All the more reason I really want to defend this, because if they keep throwing themselves in here, they'll just die. There's an arms cache over here as well. Let's go ahead and pick up an expeditionary force and see if we can just go ahead and start clearing some of that out. It'd be a bit risky, but can I actually clear out the training complex? Maybe that should have been the first thing I do, because if we get rid of this, this is going to drastically reduce the long-term power of these guys, and if there's no one defending, which there isn't yet, and we got here barely in time, that at least is going to make my life easier. Let's get down to the arms cache and get rid of that as quickly as we can as well. Judge at the center of a corruption scandal. We're going to arrest them, as we always do. Lose some reputation out of the result, but, you know, it is what it is. Infrastructure wouldn't be bad. That's going to lead to telecoms, a minor energy grid, and, of course, there's going to be a bunch of debris clearing for the different kinds of roads. And there's a surprise attack over here in this region. All right, we're still going to lose it, but at least we were able to get rid of the training complex, unless there's more in these mountains, which would not surprise me one iota. I could totally see that being a case. There's a bunch more over here, too. All right, so there's probably a camp right here if I had to guess. I don't have to guess, but I'm probably going to. Minimum training time reduced. Highly reduce their strength. I think we go for more Boston Expeditionary Forces. Vertibird support. Sort of surprised that they have access to that, but sure. And then, of course, there's the integration and so on. Let's go for the requesting extra equipment from Boston. I don't know what it does. Maybe it just makes my expeditionary forces a lot stronger, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and move over here real quick. There's another training complex. We found the problem. All right, let's see if we can go ahead and knock that sucker out. So, and there's also a camp at the same time. What do you know? What else are people asking for? Healthcare and jobs and stuff. Well, I've already given you some healthcare, but we'll give you more healthcare. As far as jobs, specialized education programs, land rights, blah, blah, blah. Most of this seems normal. What is this, though? Basic mechanic job. Establish local basic mechanic installations to provide vehicles to aid in the stabilization and pacification of a region. Unlocks various options related to vehicles. Okay, and then there's advanced mechanic jobs. Utilize pre-war utility vehicle, increase support level, and speed up deployment of initiatives. Interesting. That's not quite what I expected, but I'm not unhappy about it. It's just a little interesting. All right, so the expeditionary forces are doing their job in destroying these camps pretty quick. If we can contain these guys, that would obviously be preferable. They're going to hold this ground right now because it's a little bit too strong. We can try going for one more expeditionary force, and I think that's all we're going to be able to get out of Boston. I didn't check to see if there are any modifiers up here, but fortunately there are not. I am therefore assuming that they're not going to be able to cross the river. I've been wrong on things like that before. Can I get the vertibirds? Not yet. These guys are still a little bit too strong. Let's go ahead and pick it up now. So now we can have an airstrike that hopefully helps us win this quickly. They are splitting their forces. Well, that's no good. I don't like it when they do that. All right, so these guys are going to retreat. We're going to move over here. We're going to keep these guys contained into these zones. I'll lose a bit of reputation as we go, but that's not a huge deal. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the telecoms now. Just the sooner we pick that up, generally speaking, the better your life is going to be anyway. Please catch these guys before they move on. Thank you. Let's do some vertibird airstrikes. Kaboom! And see if we can win this and force them back. That's looking great. If I can push into this tile right here, I'd like to, but they're about to make a run through here. Overall, though, we're doing okay. Let's get the strategic communications up and running. I do need to get some anti-corruption. I don't think I need to worry about this right now. Boost reputation over time and stuff is nice, but not absolutely critical. A local police force apparently will make people upset, which I don't think I understand. I understood, like, little militias and stuff being corrupt and causing issues, but this seems fine. Let's go for some anti-corruption. That's going to save me a bit of reputation, so that could be kind of helpful for us. The airstrikes are still popping in occasionally and doing their job. Let's see if we can go ahead and march through while they are currently weakened. Never mind, they have a huge force on the way. That's fine. That's why we bring in extra airstrikes. Go boom! Come on, please win this one. Please win this one. Thank you. All right, so as long as our expeditionary forces are able to stay, we'll be fine. What else we have here? Attack precision, improved fuel tanks, assault vertibirds, recon vertibirds, and faster cooldowns and stuff. All of that is great. Let's go for some basic integration. Ghoul representation. Defend the ghoul civil rights. See, I'm a little bit of a Brotherhood of Steel man myself, all right? I think the ghouls are, well, not exactly something I would be protecting, but that's just me. Let's go ahead and pick up the settlement patrols. This leads to advanced turrets. Okay, so this is a form of policing, it looks like. I don't know why there are makeshift and then advanced turrets both available from here, but okay. What else are people asking for? Just jobs. Fine. Land rights it is, and livestock development. Even the two-headed cows. Beautiful. Yeah, this is actually looking pretty good so far as these scenarios go. I would say that, you know, first off, the saffron fields in general is a little bit on the easy side. But, I mean, putting that aside, there's a commitment to theme here, which I certainly am appreciating. I am not appreciating that these guys are over here. Let's see if we can force these guys back in the direction I want them to go. This may mean I have to pull back briefly and then push forward once again, but I need to make sure these guys go the direction I want. So we'll do that, and then if we push forward here, we should have them retreat where I want them to go, which is going to be fine. Got $28. What do we have here? Reach out for leaders of local settlements. I don't know what this does, so we'll pick it up. Where's the vehicle stuff I was talking about? Let's go for the pre-war utility vehicles. No idea what that is. All right. Caps loans, of course. Got to have your references to the caps in here somewhere, don't we? All right. Well, let's go for some Minutemen infantrymen. My corruption's a little unacceptable at the moment, so I am concerned about that, but that's fine. Can I do subtle pressure? Request Appalachia responders? Yeah. I don't see a foreign relations office, so I'm going to assume that that's not a thing. Publicly accused generally does not go well. All right. Go ahead and push these guys out of here. At least we're getting some stability in these regions. We can do an extension. Thank you. I was a little bit worried that we wouldn't be able to use my reputation as a resource. And that is exactly what it is. It sounds like it's all about score, but it actually is very much just a resource you should be using. Rural settlements, urban. Okay, so this is actually just ways of rolling out the initiatives faster. Ah, got it. Okay, we need to get anti-corruption level 2 because right now it's a little on the high side. So we'll go ahead and fix that there. Good. I haven't seen any of these caves yet so far. Anything that I would need to be worried about there. Let's do an airstrike right here and force these guys back. We'll get some reinforcements momentarily. There we go. Once again, they are fully contained. Let's go ahead and continue training up some additional infantry. I'm probably not going to go for the local settlers, because reducing their strength by a lot doesn't sound great. Charities are prepared to help. I will give you limited access. Please, by all means, do some things, but try not to create more corruption for me. It's already a little out of control. Thank you very much. Airstrike over here. Go boom! And retreat, you fools. No, don't split. Don't split. Retreat the right way. Retreat that way. Thank you. Gosh, there are some modifiers where they just retreat and scatter like little cockroaches all over the place, and it sucks. Let's go for the garrisons. What's this? Pre-war weaponry upgrades. Apparently the author of this scenario doesn't know how to spell strength, by the way. I've seen that misspelled many, many times. All right, well, that's fine. Hey, a garrison right here is a phenomenal location. This will be used for pretty much everything. We're going to do some more long extensions. We'll do this probably like one more time, and then we'll have to rely exclusively on the others. Let's do a counter-strike. It costs me money. I don't love that, but it's better than having the accusation backfire at this point. More corruption reduction, please and thank you. It's going down, albeit very slowly. Hello, I see a camp here. We need to scout this out. We can't get recon aircraft fast enough. Can we even get down here fast enough? I don't think we do. All right, let's go for the recon vertibird. Recon here. Find the camp. Thank you. And then airstrike it. Boom! Before it had a oh, it still spawned, guys! That sucks. All right, pull back over here, and we're going to try to force it to go in the direction I want. We're going to threaten these guys for a bit of extra reputation again. See, this is what I don't want. Look where they're going right now. That's exactly what I don't want to see. I want them going this way. Go up here. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now you can move. Now you can move, and we're good to go. All right, what else we got here? We can go for travel logistics, get some cars and stuff. Maybe that'll be a way to get the extra mechanic jobs to work. I'm still curious what this is, because I'm not sure what I'm missing. Let's go for strategic communication. Oh, we already did. Never mind. Hang on. Threaten raiders? Oh, maybe this is the Foreign Relations Office. Shell nearby raider camps becomes more effective. That's exactly what it is. All right. Democracy is, in fact, non-negotiable. I'm not going to let you guys say no to that. Democracy is a thing. You guys will learn to love it one way or another. Let's go ahead and once again play some more national soldiers. We've almost finished, I want to prioritize. We've almost finished stabilizing most of this region, so at this point I am debating letting these guys leave. And I think I will. Let's save some reputation, move you over there. You're actually going to go over here. Still need $18 for the prioritizing of the elections. That gets me a bit of extra stuff. Let's go for some recon, looking for camps, things that we can blow up easily. I need to train some more Minutemen, by the way. This is not lost on me. It's still a thing that I plan on doing, but it's fine. There's the subtle pressure. Just bomb them! That's what we call subtle, by the way. When in doubt, just shell the nearby raiders, and they'll get the hint. All right? Probably. More militiamen. My corruption is just completely out of control. I don't know why it's so particularly bad this time around, but it is bad. Let's go for another drone. Let's get rid of the camp. Go boom. Thank you. That works out nicely. We're going to do the full elections. 12% chance of failure. Fortunately, it did not fail. More anti-corruption would be great. Keep that down nice and low. We're sitting on 104 reputation. I'm not losing much, so we could actually just go for the kill at this point. And that would not be so bad. But anyway, what I was saying, earlier is I think there's a lot you could do with a good Fallout scenario here. The theme is certainly appropriate. And yeah, if you're trying to pacify the wastes, you could play as a whole bunch of different factions. I don't care if you're playing as the Commonwealth and the Minutemen. I don't care if you're playing as the Brotherhood of Steel. I don't care if you're playing as the gosh dang Enclave. All of it would work very nicely. Let's significantly increase Minutemen combat strength. Explosives, slightly increase. Yeah, sure, why not? A little bit of extra boom is good. We like boom. Boom makes me happy. Let's go ahead and move you here. We're going to apply a little bit more pressure on these guys. We still have a couple more regions that really do need to get stabilized, but at this point, I'd rather just go ahead and start pushing a little bit while we still have the expeditionary forces, which, by the way, are about to go, so that's not great, but oh well, it's fine. Let's go for the APC vehicle upgrades. Tank battalions. See, again, is this related to the mechanic jobs? I don't even remember getting the advanced mechanic jobs. Did I buy that? I must have bought that. Weird. Okay, well, let's see if we can get these guys to retreat. Let's do an airstrike over here and try to force the issue before these guys... there's a cave complex. All right, hang on. Now we go ahead and send you home. Now we move you forward. We'll have to deal with the caves in a little bit, so it turns out they do exist. Let's go ahead and blow that up, do a quick drone. There's a camp. We'll blow it up in a minute. Threaten one more time. Minutemen are about to be trained. We want reinforcements, and there we go. All right, what else we got here? Combat reinforcements. Let's go for the tank battalion. We have carrier upgrades and landmine mole rats. Look, I don't like mole rats at the best of times, all right? I think the little things are disgusting, but yeah, there we go. Hey, we do need to go ahead and get that cave combat stuff. What else do we have here? Scavenge the vaults. Send the Minutemen to scavenge into abandoned vaults. Well, that sounds very important. Let's go ahead and do that. That leads to acquire GAC. Members of the Minutemen Scout Unit have returned from a scavenge run in a nearby vault with some sort of suitcase with a computer inside. You don't know exactly what it does, but it looks promising. I'll take it. Nothing can go wrong with the GAC. We can actually go ahead and deploy some engineers, I guess, and roll out some initiatives really quickly. Blow up the camp before they have a chance to do anything, because these guys are prone to death very, very quickly. But this is now going to go ahead and get built up very rapidly, no problem whatsoever. Trade with the continent. Oh, I guess we are trading bottle caps with all sorts of people, right? Let's go ahead and try to talk now with the, what was this? This was the Gunners, right? I think it was the Gunners. Hey, Gunners, please stop being stupid and just accept democracy. All right, that's all I'm asking for. International forces will remain forever, and you will accept democracy and voting rights. There we go. Oh, I guess this is what the reconstruction was. That's the financial aid and stuff. I didn't think about that. Makes sense. Go ahead and do a little bit of a corruption purge. We do a little purging down here, just a little bit of purging. Send these guys back home. Did I not, you know what, I guess we can try leaving you up here. It might be all right. These guys are moving really slowly. I guess I didn't get any sort of roads. We probably should have done that, but at this point I'm going to say too little too late. Let's go ahead and make sure my garrisons are stronger, and also my Minutemen are a bit stronger. The faster they move and the more combat strength they have, the better. How did you guys get down here? No, you're not allowed to be there. You're going to kill my poor engineer people. No, not the GEC. I think we saved the GEC. The GEC's okay. The GEC is all right, folks. We saved him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. What am I going to do here? These guys are going to retreat into really stupid locations, and I can't get any more units. That is the end of that. Request more aid from Boston. Sure. More expeditionary forces. The Quincy veterans and the Atom Cats. Good enough. We'll go ahead and pick those up. I'll take it. We're going to move you here. You have to win this fight first. A garrison right here actually changes the equation a little bit, because now I can move you here, and these guys are considered fully surrounded. We're going to increase the pay of my Minutemen, which they shouldn't need, in my opinion. My Minutemen should be just patriotic and all that, but all right, fine, whatever. Just go ahead and kill these guys off. These guys are going to get surrounded and crushed. Bye. There's another camp they spawned. How wooed. Goodbye. You go here, you go here. All right. Now we just have to make sure they don't do that again and set up behind my back line, and all will be well. Full elections once again. See? We all love democracy. Democracy is phenomenal. Do I care about anything else here, actually? Not really, I guess. Ghoul representation, civil assistance, integrate the ghouls into the army. All fun things you can do. Not strictly necessary, but all right. These guys are going to start retreating now into the final territory over in this direction. At that point, I think we just go ahead and go for the kill. And there shouldn't be anywhere for them to set up a new camp, in theory. That should be fine. Let's apply some more subtle pressure over here. We got some settlement guards set up. These guys are surrounded. They're going to die. We'll do an airstrike and some recon just to help with that. Make sure it's a little bit easier. You're going to hand over all your guns and your crowbars and your tire irons, whatever else you're using over there in the freaking wasteland. I don't even care, man. I don't even care. If it looks dangerous, you give it to me, all right? And now we should be able to just sit back and enjoy. Or better yet, just agree to the peace deal. Be done. There was another one. Oh, I guess it was a cave. I was going to say I lost a little bit of reputation from something, but I hadn't cleared out the cave yet. That's why. Whatever. It's totally fine. Hey, you know, not actually a bad scenario overall. I mean, it's not like it's super duper hard, because at the end of the day, that's just the case of this map. But overall, it plays like a normal scenario with a few extra little twists and a lot of customization, and the theme actually totally works. I'd like to see more of these from lots of different perspectives. The New California, the Kaiser, the Brotherhood of Steel, whatever else it's going to be, there's a lot of maps that could totally work in this kind of a scenario. definitely a thumbs up from me. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.